Chapter 1: The Tower That Watches Back. I didn't even want the job. But rent doesn't pay itself, and pills don't come cheap. So here I am, standing in front of the Horizon, a glass and steel monument to money. A vertical coffin stacked with private luxury units no one really lives in. It looks sterile, too clean, like something built to keep people quiet. I adjust my backpack strap and mutter, "This better not be another HR psyop." Inside, the lobby is all polished obsidian and dead silence. There's no receptionist. Just a single hallway and a single elevator waiting, already open. Of course, the interview was a joke. No one interviewed me. Not really. Just a bland voice on the phone. "Do you have IT surveillance experience?" I said, "Yeah. Don't care much about people, though." "Perfect." No follow-up. No contract. Just a digital key sent to my phone and an address. Suite 303, the Horizon. Report at 6 p.m. That was yesterday. The elevator moves without me touching anything. No buttons. No music. Just the slow hum of motion and a camera in the corner staring me down. I give it the finger. It dings at the 3rd floor. My apartment or my cage. The door opens directly into the unit. No hallway. Everything's gray. Concrete floors. Bare walls. One bed. One desk. One monitor already humming on the far wall. I drop my bag and walk straight to it. The monitor is on. For camera feeds. Top left, a hallway. Top right, a door marked 505. Bottom left, another angle of the hallway. Bottom right, static. That's not even the weird part. The floor counter in the feed says F5. But there is no 5th floor. A file opens on the monitor without me touching anything. White text on black background. "Welcome, Jensen Malik. Your assignment: monitor the 5th floor. Do not attempt entry. Do not investigate past footage. Do not interact with subjects. Log all anomalies. Submit nothing. Do not leave." I stare at it. Then I stare at the little camera above the monitor. It blinks once. Real cute. Creepier than Google. I mutter. The screen shifts again. Now it's just the feeds. First glitch. I'm watching the hallway. Just blank floor and sterile light. When it flickers. Fast. The feed rewinds a few seconds on its own. Then jumps forward. Then pauses. I blink. What the? Bottom right feed, which was static, suddenly clears. It's me. On the screen. Me sitting here. Watching. Same clothes, same posture. Except in the video I'm bleeding. There's blood running from my nose, my mouth, down my chin. I'm pale. Trembling. My eyes roll back. Then I snap my head toward the camera and smile. The screen cuts to black. I spin in my chair and check the mirror across the room. I look normal. No blood. No smile. Just a tired loser with dark circles and too many regrets. I check the screen again. Back to normal feeds. Nothing weird. I hit the desk. "You've got to be kidding me. Jensen." The voice is low. Icy. Male. I flinch like I wasn't just alone seconds ago. "Who the hell?" "Don't question what you see. Just watch. And never try to go up there." "Up where?" "The 5th floor." "That floor doesn't exist." The line goes dead. I sit there for a long time, watching feeds that do nothing. Hallways that don't move. A door marked 505 that's never opened. Eventually, I get up to make instant noodles. No taste. By the time I come back, the chair is warm. Like someone never left. I don't sleep much that night. Every time I close my eyes, I hear myself whisper, "You see me now?" Chapter 2: Faces in the feed. The monitor's still warm when I wake up. I don't remember falling asleep. Pretty sure I didn't. I'm sitting in the chair, not in bed. Still wearing yesterday's shirt, stained with instant ramen and something darker I don't want to investigate. I squint at the screens. For feeds. Hallway. Door 505. Hallway again. Bottom right. Static. Same as yesterday. Except, no, not quite. There's something wrong with the top left feed. The hallway's wrong. Not moving wrong, not glitching like yesterday. Just off. Like the angles shifted when I wasn't looking. I lean forward and squint. The walls seem closer together now. Tighter. Lights slightly dimmer. And is that the figure? Just for a second. A flicker. Someone at the end of the hallway. Too far to make out. Blurred. I rewind. Nothing. Forward. Still nothing. Just that same flat, dead hallway. I exhale. Cool. Hallucinating already. Perfect. I grab my mug off the desk. Cold coffee. I drink it anyway. I splash water on my face. Count 5 seconds. Look up. My reflection blinks before I do. It's subtle. But it happens. Just one beat out of sync. I narrow my eyes. Raise a hand. The reflection follows perfectly in step. Then, tilts its head. I didn't. I stagger back, knocking over the soap dispenser. The mirror's normal again. I stand there, chest heaving, wet sleeves clinging to my forearms. Nope. We're not doing the insanity speed run today. I mutter, wiping my face dry. The feed changes again. Back at the monitor, I catch movement in the top right feed, 505's door. It twitches, like it's breathing. Then the static clears in the bottom right corner. It's me again, but not from this angle. It's showing me from the ceiling corner of this room, above and behind me, like a predator's eye view. I glance up. Nothing's there. But on the screen, I watch myself hesitate. Look up. And then the screen version of me, slowly looks straight into the camera. Direct. Eye contact. And I speak. Lips barely moving. You see me now? My blood goes cold. I spin in my chair. Stand up. Room's empty. I turn back. The feed's frozen on that frame. Me, mid-sentence, eyes locked on mine. Then it vanishes. Black screen. Just like that. The intercom crackles again. Same voice. Jensen. That name again in his mouth. Too intimate. Too cold. I don't answer. Do not rewind the footage. I didn't touch anything. Good. Keep it that way. What the hell was that? I snap. Why did I see myself again? What is this place? Who the hell are? Just watch the 5th floor. That's your job. There's a pause. Then the voice drops low. Quieter. Almost fond? You're doing well. The line goes dead. I sit down hard. Palms sweating. Breathing shallow. The screen shifts back to the hallway feeds. Nothing moves. Except my reflection. Faint. In the darkened monitor. Still smiling. Night log. 2:20 a.m. Just for myself. Just to stay grounded. I'm Jensen Malik. I used to work tech support. I am alive. I am in a room. I am not being watched by myself. I am not dreaming. I am not dreaming. I am not. Entry ends. Chapter 3. The dreams that hurt. I didn't fall asleep. I'm sure of it. 1 second I'm just blinking, tired, staring at the monitor like I've been for hours, and then I'm in a hallway that doesn't exist. Not the one on the cameras. Not quite. This one's darker. Older. The lights buzz like they're breathing. The walls look wet. I turn my head and there's a door. White. Ornate. Wedding white. Lace caught in the edges. Fluttering. Blood underneath. The number reads 505. Of course it does. I try to speak. My throat's full of dust. I try to move. My legs obey like they're not mine. I walk forward, hand trembling as I reach for the doorknob. Turns before I touch it. The door creaks open. And she's there. She's standing in the middle of the room. Alone. Veil trailing behind her like smoke. Her dress is soaked at the hem, muddy, red-stained. The air smells like rust and lilies. Hey, you're not supposed to be here, I say. My voice cracks. She turns slowly. Her face is wrapped in lace. Too tight. Like someone stitched the veil directly into her skin. But she's smiling underneath it. I can feel the smile even if I can't see it. She shudders once. Then begins to sob. Deep, body-racking sobs. I waited for you, you didn't come, she says through the veil. I back up. No, this isn't real. I'm dreaming. She takes a step forward. You promised, you said you'd come back. You said you'd marry me. She breathes. My back hits the wall. I never said that. This isn't anything I've ever. This is someone else's nightmare. But she's inches from me now. Her hands reach out, pale, boneless, wet. She grabs my face and presses her forehead against mine. Her voice drops to a whisper. Say it. Say you'll stay. Her mouth is right at my ear now. Her lips aren't lips. They're stitched flesh and breath and desperation. Be mine. I scream. Waking. I shoot upright in bed, soaked in sweat. My sheets are tangled. My wrists are bruised. The room is cold. Too cold. I stumble to the bathroom, flip the light on. Something's written on the mirror. Not written, smeared. Lipstick. Or blood. Groom. I stare at it. Then look down. There's mud on my feet. Later. I don't report it. Who the hell would I report it to? The intercom's dead silent. The cameras show nothing. Just hallways. Just door 505. Locked tight. But I check the hallway in person just once. And for half a second, the scent hits me. Lilies. Wet. Decayed. Then it's gone. I sit back at the monitor. I watch the hallway that isn't a hallway. And I swear I see lace slip past the edge of the frame. Night log, 3:15 a.m. Not a dream. My wrists still hurt. The mirror's clean now, but it wasn't before. She knew my name. She called me groom. I'm scared to sleep. I'm scared to be awake. Chapter 4. Don't look at yourself. The cameras keep lying. But not fast enough. I haven't left the apartment in 3 days. Maybe 4. Time blurs here. My phone battery died and the charger I brought won't plug into any of the outlets. The ports are wrong. Slightly off. Like the building doesn't want me synced to anything outside it. Fine. Screw it. I'm here now. I'm part of the machine. Might as well watch. The glitch is back. Top left feed. Hallway. Same as always. Then a flicker. Barely half a second. I almost miss it. My heart stutters. It was me. But not me. It was no, he was crawling along the ceiling. Naked. Pale. Long-limbed. His body bending backward in a way I've never moved in my life. His face. No. His face was mine. But too wide. Jaw hanging low like it had been unhinged. Mouth stretched and smiling. And eyes, my eyes, but wrong. Too awake. Like he's the real one. And I'm the mistake. I rewind the feed. Nothing. Just the hallway. I go forward 1 frame at a time. Still nothing. I feel sick. I stare into the static. Long enough that I start seeing shapes that aren't there. Eyes. Smiles. My own hand reaching out through the blur. Then it happens again. Bottom right feed. The ceiling view of me. Except this time, he's in the corner of the room. Clinging to the ceiling like a spider. Watching me. Smiling. He opens his mouth. And whispers. You left me. I jump out of the chair so fast it crashes behind me. I spin, look up at the ceiling of my room. Nothing. Just the vent. Closed. But on the screen, he's still there. Watching. His smile twitching at the corners like it's glitching. I take a step back. And he follows. Not in the room. In the feed. Every move I make, he mirrors it. Like he's a few seconds ahead. Like he knows what I'll do. Like he's waiting. I go to pull the plug from the monitor. It doesn't come out. I try again. Yank harder. Nothing. The cord won't budge. The whole system hums under my hands, warm. Almost alive. The intercom clicks on. Jensen. I freeze. It's him again. That same calm voice. Derek. Who is that? In the feed. Is that me? What the hell is? What am I watching? I hiss. There's a pause. Then, don't look at yourself too long. The reflection might blink first. What the fuck does that mean? You left him behind, he remembers. Derek says. The line goes dead. I shut my eyes. Press the heels of my palms into them until stars bloom. Breathe in. Breathe out. I open them again. He's gone. The mimic. The feed. Just empty ceiling now. I don't sleep. I don't try to sleep. I sit with the lights on, watching myself on the monitor. Making sure he doesn't come back. But he will. I know he will. And next time, I don't think he'll stay on the screen. Night log, 4 a.m. Saw him again. He moved before I did. He smiled when I panicked. Derek knows something. You left me. Left who? Chapter 5 Derek's Rules. I wait for the intercom voice to come back. It doesn't. So I go find him. I don't even remember leaving my room. 1 second I'm staring at the door. The next, I'm in the hallway, barefoot. The 5th floor doesn't exist, but he does. Derek. Somewhere in this place he's always watching. So I start shouting. Hey, you want to keep playing Cryptic Overlord? Or do you want to tell me what the fuck is going on? My voice echoes off concrete and glass. Nothing. I laugh, sharp and broken. That's what I thought. All-knowing Ghost Daddy can't show his face unless I'm bleeding first. Huh. Silence. Then, a door creaks open behind me. He's standing in the doorway. Room 402. Same black button-up. Same unblinking eyes. Pale. Composed. Derek. Not a flicker of surprise on his face. Just calm. I stalk toward him. You gonna answer me now? He steps aside. Come in. His apartment is identical to mine. On the surface. But it feels different. Too quiet. No food. No mess. Like the room isn't used for living, just existing. Like him. He closes the door behind me. Who is the thing in the camera feed? No answer. Why does the mirror blink first? Nothing. Why do you know my name? What I dream? When I sleep? When I bleed? Still nothing. I step closer. Close enough that my voice shakes in his face. What are you, Derek? He doesn't blink. Then slowly, gently, he reaches out and brushes a thumb across my cheekbone. Not a threat. Just touch. Possessive. His voice is barely audible. You're trembling. I step back like I've been slapped. Don't touch me. But I don't sound like I mean it. He tilts his head. Observing. I don't need your fucking riddles. I need answers. No, you need rules. He says. He walks past me, over to a small cabinet. Opens it. Inside, nothing but a silver ring box. He sets it on the table but doesn't open it. Turns to me again. Rule 1. Never rewind the feeds. I stare at the box. Then him. Why not? Because the past isn't yours to reclaim. Rule 2. Don't look at yourself. Not in reflections. Not in dreams. You've already seen too much. Why does it know me? I whisper. He steps closer. Because it was you. Before you let go. My throat tightens. I didn't let go of anything. Derek's hand moves again, this time slower, and he fixes my collar like I'm his. Like I've always been his. Rule 3, don't go to the 5th floor. He murmurs. I slap his hand away. This isn't a job. It's a fucking trap. You know that, right? He doesn't flinch. Just watches me with something almost like pity. Almost. Then soft. You were always going to end up here, Jensen. I stagger back toward the wall. I don't remember my knees giving out, but I'm sitting now. My hands shake in my lap. What is this place? Am I dead? Ask. Derek kneels in front of me. He takes my hand. Cool fingers. Firm grip. Too real. No, you're unfinished. He says. The words hollow me out. I press my forehead against my arm. I want to scream, but I'm empty. Then I feel it. His hand on the back of my neck. Like he's holding something fragile that's already breaking. After, he lets me stay there on the floor, shaking. At some point, I feel cloth. He's draping a blanket around my shoulders. His voice from somewhere above me. Don't trust what bleeds for you. It only wants to wear your skin. I leave without remembering how I got back to my room. The cameras are all silent, but I feel him watching. Still. Always. And for the first time, I'm not sure if I hate it or need it. Night log, 4 a.m. Derek is real. Derek knows everything. Derek won't tell me anything. I let him touch me. I think it felt safe. I'm not sure which part of that is worse. Chapter 6, the 5th floor rearranges. I've started counting the corners. Walls can shift. Lights can flicker. Reflections can twitch. But geometry's supposed to stay loyal. 3 corners in the hallway outside my unit now. Not 4. I walk it twice just to be sure. Something's wrong with the building. Something's wrong with me. I crack open the log files even though I'm not supposed to. even though Derek said not to look too closely. Screw that. If I'm going to fall apart, I'm at least going to catalog the collapse. I start taking screenshots from the camera feeds of the 5th floor. Feed A shows 2 doors and a hallway. Feed B shows the same hallway, but with a mirror at the end. Feed C shows 3 doors. Feed D shows 4. One of them marked 507. There is number 507. I triple check. It's not in the building schematics. I screenshot everything, then go back. Feed A now shows a stairwell. What stairwell? The 5th floor's not supposed to have stairs. No direct access. I check the timestamp. Live. I blink. The stairwell is gone. I stare at the screen like it just confessed a crime. This floor is playing with me. I whisper it out loud just to hear myself say something. The monitor flickers once. Like it heard me. The man on the 5th floor. Hours pass. Or minutes. Hard to tell. The sky outside my window never changes anymore. Either the sun died or the glass is fake. Then something moves in feed C. I lean in. A figure. Male. Same height as me. Same gait. Walking past camera 3. Then 4. Then 5. Wait. I rewind. I shouldn't be able to rewind. Derek disabled that days ago. But the button is there. Lit up. I press it. The footage plays back slowly. It's me. Walking the 5th floor. Alone. Calm. Wearing the same clothes I'm wearing now. I glance down at my hoodie. Then back at the screen. The version of me stops. Turns toward the camera. Looks right at it. Right at me. Raises one hand. And waves. I spin in my chair. Heart slamming into my ribs. I'm alone. But I'm not sure anymore which me is real. I leave my room. I don't think about it. I just move. The hallway outside has changed again. Narrower now. One of the wall sconces is upside down. The carpet under my feet doesn't make a sound anymore. I pass room 305. Then room 308. Then room 510. What the hell? I backtrack. Nothing. Just concrete wall where it was. I reach out to touch it, and my hand hits cold air. There's a handle. It's invisible until I grip it. Then the door shimmers into view like it was hiding. I let go. It vanishes again. Derek's voice again. The intercom cracks. Do not follow yourself. It's Derek. Calm. Stern. I stare at the invisible door. Why not? That's not you. That's what's left of you. What does that mean? I'm walking around a floor that doesn't exist. What part of me is left? My voice is raw. The part that forgot how to stay. I slam my hand against the intercom. I don't want riddles. I want a way out. There is no way out. There's only in. Back in the room. I lock my door. I sit at the desk. I open the screenshot folder. It's empty. Every feed image I saved, gone. Every log I typed, blank. The folder's name has changed. Now it just says, "You've been here before." I delete it. The file doesn't go away. I try again. Still there. I unplug the monitor. Still there. The words now flash on the black screen. Like a heartbeat. You've been here before. You just forgot. Night log. 5 a.m. I'm walking floors I don't remember. I'm watching myself walk them. I can't trust the logs. I can't trust the rooms. Derek said not to follow myself. I think I already did. I think I'm still doing it. Chapter 7, The Child in the Water. I wake up choking on water that isn't there. My lungs seize like they're filled with ice. I claw at my chest, gag, cough nothing. The sheets are soaked. My skin smells like chlorine. I stumble to the bathroom. The faucet isn't running, but the bathtub is full, brimful, and something's floating in it. No, someone. He looks about 7. Same dark hair. Same crooked front tooth I had before braces. But his eyes aren't mine. They're all wrong. Glass. Clear and endless. Like someone blew the soul out of them and forgot to fill it back in. He looks up at me. Calm. You left me here, he says. I stagger back. No. No, this isn't real. He sits up slowly. Not dripping wet, just wrong. His shirt is dry. His hands are pruning. Like he's been underwater for years. I tried to keep breathing, you didn't come, he says. I blink and he's suddenly standing in front of me. The water's still full. I didn't see him move. He tilts his head. You still breathe. That's cheating. I try to leave the room, but the door won't open. No handle. No lock. Just a flat slab of wall where the exit should be. I turn back to him. I didn't leave you. I don't even remember you. I say, voice shaking. He reaches out. Pale fingers. Soft. He touches my cheek. You forgot me on purpose. I feel the shift in the air before it happens, like the gravity bends. He grabs me by the shirt and pulls. Hard. I fall backward into the tub, and suddenly the world is liquid. Underwater. I try to scream, but my mouth is already full. The water is too deep. Too dark. Endless. I can't see the bottom. I claw upward, but there's no surface. My lungs are cracking, and beneath me I feel arms. Dozens. Wrapping. Clinging. Keeping me still. The child Jensen is above me, staring down through the water. Expression blank. Sleep deeper, he says. His voice travels like it's inside my skull. Stay here. I stop struggling. I'm not sure if it's panic or peace. The water goes cold. Then colder. Then a hand breaks through. Someone's grabbing me. Not the child. Someone stronger. The grip burns. Like metal. Like fire through skin. Then the water explodes around me, and I'm being dragged upward. Out. I cough up bile and slam into the bathroom tile. I'm soaked. Hair dripping. Shirt clinging to my chest. The bathtub is empty. Bone dry. Not a drop on the floor. Just me. And the mirror. There's a handprint on the glass. Too small to be mine. Underneath it, smeared in steam or breath. You can still drown without water. Later, I sit on the edge of my bed, wrapped in a towel that doesn't warm me. The air smells like chlorine. The intercom clicks. Derek's voice, low and cold. You almost didn't wake up. I flinch. How did you? He gets stronger every time you forget. Who is he? My voice cracks. The part of you that never surfaced. Silence. Then softer. Don't sleep again. Not tonight. I stay awake. But I still feel the water in my lungs. I still hear the voice whispering. Stay here. Night log. 3:50 a.m. Child version of me pulled me into the bath. I didn't remember him. He remembers me. Tub was full. Now it's dry. I drowned but didn't die. Derek pulled me out. Or something using his voice did. No more sleep. Not until I figure out what's real. Chapter 8 Looping Errors. I haven't slept in 3 nights? 4? Time's been stuttering. Or maybe it's me. Or maybe it's the tower. I don't know. I just know this. The system is lying. And I'm going to catch it. 2:30 a.m. Audit mode. The monitor hums louder than usual. Feels like it's breathing. I dig into the back-end root access I shouldn't have. Derek never told me how to get in. I don't remember figuring it out. But the code opens for me. Like it's been waiting. Log archive, date select. I scroll backward. And stop. There's a surveillance file from 2 months ago. That shouldn't be possible. I was hired 2 weeks ago. I open it anyway. The feed boots up slow. Gritty resolution. Audio warped like a drowning tape. This my apartment. But the lighting's off. Warmer. Like before the building went cold. And sitting at the desk, hunched forward, same hoodie, same chewed fingernails, is me. Except, he's not reacting, not moving, not watching the feed, just breathing, staring into the black screen. Then he whispers something. I turn up the audio. Barely audible. Don't forget this time. Please don't forget again. I rewind the file. Pause. Frame by frame. There's a reflection in the monitor. It's not him. It's me watching him. Same posture. Same face. But behind me, on my end, the real me, the monitor is black. I look around my room. The mirror has fogged. I didn't turn on the shower. I go deeper into the archive. More logs. User, Jensen Malik. Session. 144. Status. Incomplete. Footage. Preserved. Disposition. corrupted. There are dozens of them. Some labeled active. Some failed. Some looped. Each one marked with my name. Each one timestamped weeks, months apart. Each one showing me. One shows me crying into the floor. One shows me screaming into the intercom, eyes blacked out. One shows me slitting my wrists in the bathtub. The child version watches. One shows me kissing Derek, then dissolving into ash in his arms. I slam the monitor off. The screen stays on. I whisper, "How many times have I been here?" The system doesn't answer, but a new window opens on its own. Just a single line of text. "You're still the closest to making it." I scroll to the latest file. It's marked with tomorrow's date. I haven't lived it yet, but the footage is already playing. On screen, me, sitting calmly, then walking to the door, then stepping into the hallway, then entering room 505, then screaming, so much screaming, like something is ripping through my throat. Blood on the wall, fingernails breaking as I claw to get out. A hand, Derek's, on my chest, holding me still, smiling. Then the video ends. My hands are shaking, and there's blood under my fingernails. The intercom speaks. "Jensen." Derek's voice. I don't know where it's coming from anymore. The ceiling? The walls? The back of my skull? "You've been digging." I whisper. "How many of me have you watched die?" Silence. "You're the only one who's still watching. You did this to me." "No, you chose this," he says. I punch the wall. Flesh splits. Blood hits the white paint and sinks in. Not stains. It absorbs. Like the tower drinks it. Night log, 4 a.m. There have been other versions of me. Most of them died. I don't remember how many times I've been here. Derek remembers. Derek has always remembered. The building is looping me. I think I'm the loop. Chapter 9. Possession Layer. I'm not sure when I stopped sleeping, but I'm dreaming again. So something got through. It starts with the hallway. Always the hallway. But this time the walls are slick, pulsing, like breathing flesh under wallpaper. The lights overhead stutter in Morse. A wet sound follows me, slapping, dragging. I walk anyway, because I know what happens if I stop. At the end of the hall, a door. Black wood. Gold handle. A placard with no number. Just a symbol. A circle. Cracked down the middle. I touch it. It opens by itself. And I step into the dark. The dream isn't mine anymore. I'm standing in a room with no floor. Just water. Endless. Still. Black. I look down and see my own reflection. Then it opens its eyes. Not mine. Derek's. His voice behind me. "You're getting better at letting go." I turn. He's there. Same suit. Same calm. But he looks more real here. More solid than the world around him. Like he doesn't belong in the dream, he owns it. He walks toward me. No footsteps. No ripples. I don't move. I can't. "I'm not ready," I say. My voice is thin. Paper. "You don't get to decide." He touches my chest with 2 fingers. And I feel it. Not like in dreams. Not muted. Hot. Heavy. Real. "You're not supposed to be here," I whisper. "I've always been here." He leans in. I expect a kiss. But his mouth brushes my ear instead. "You invite me every time you close your eyes." I try to step back. I can't. My legs won't obey. His hand moves from my chest to my throat. Gentle. Steady. "You gave this body up a long time ago." He tilts my chin up. Forces my gaze to meet his. And then he enters me. Not physically. Not sexually. Psychically. His voice splits into 2. One in my head. One in my bones. "Let go." I feel my body move, but I'm not moving it. My arms rise. My lips part. My knees tremble. I'm not resisting anymore. I can't. He's inside me. And I feel pleasure. Not sexual. Something worse. The kind that feels like coming home. Like safety in surrender. He touches my neck again. His mouth grazes mine. Not kissing. Claiming. "You're mine here too." He says it like it's law. Like I was always his. Then something slams into me. Like a sound wave. Like a scream made of light. I fall backward. The water catches me, drowns me, and I wake up choking. My body hurts. Everything. My throat is sore. My lips are raw. My chest is scraped like I was dragged. There's a bruise on my neck, right where he touched me, and on my lower back. Fingerprints. I stumble to the mirror, the one I've been avoiding. I force myself to look. There's a bite mark on my collarbone. Small, precise, deep. I touch it. Still warm. The intercom again. The voice doesn't crackle this time. It whispers. Now you're starting to remember. I don't respond. I just sit. On the floor. Still aching. Still marked. Still his. And for the first time in days I feel something like comfort, which terrifies me more than the dream did. Night log, 6 a.m. Derek was inside the dream. He moved me like a puppet. I felt everything. It wasn't a dream. It left marks. I didn't fight him. I let him. I liked it. I think he's always been inside me. And I think I wanted him there. Chapter 10, Glitch Flesh. The camera doesn't flicker anymore. It stares back. There's no point pretending I sleep. I just close my eyes and drown slower now. The bed's too cold. The light's too dim. And something in the walls won't stop breathing. The 5th floor hasn't blinked all night. But I have. And that's when it happens. The noise. Not a knock. A thump. Heavy. Wet. From inside the room. I sit up. Nothing moves. Then it happens again. Thump. Thump. Drip. I swing my legs off the bed. Step barefoot onto tile. The floor is warm. Like blood. The air smells like sweat and copper. The mimic appears. It drops from the ceiling. Soft. Like a spider. Lands on all fours. Back arched. Head crooked too far left. It's me. But shredded. Eyes too wide. Skin peeling in perfect spiral lines down the arms. Crawls forward. Not fast. Patient. Each joint clicking like a broken machine relearning movement. Why did you let me die? It whispers. My voice. But cracked. Wetter. You forgot. Again. You always forget. I back up. Crawls faster. One hand reaches up. Let me in, let me wear you. Just once. It pleads. I scream. It doesn't flinch. It smiles. White. With too many teeth. Like it's happy to be hated. Like it's proud I'm afraid. You lived, you shouldn't have. I earned it first. It says. I reach for the door. It slams shut on its own. The mimic laughs. And lunges. A shockwave hits the room mid-pounce. The mimic shrieks. An electric howl of static and rot. The air fills with heat. And Derek appears. Not through the door. Through the wall. Through me. He steps forward. Unburnt. Untouched. Perfect in a black shirt that never wrinkles. Eyes faintly glowing. Like a storm's reflection on still water. He doesn't speak. Just raises one hand. And the mimic starts burning. Not with fire. With light. Pure white. Hissing out from inside it. Like it's being unmade. It writhes. Screams my name. Not in hate. In grief. You left me. Says it one last time. Then it crumples. And melts. Into smoke. Into rot. Gone. I drop to my knees. I'm shaking so hard I can't breathe. I feel Derek's hand on the back of my neck. Firm. Cold. But grounding. You killed it. I whisper. I removed it. He kneels beside me. Eyes on mine. You are not allowed to be haunted by ghosts you created and abandoned. I stare at him. You think I did this to myself? Not think, Jensen. You don't understand yet. But you will. He touches my chest, where the mimic clawed me. His fingers brush lower. Over my ribs. Over bruises I didn't know I had. He looks almost sorry. Almost. You're still becoming. I want to scream. I want to sleep. I want to stop being watched. But Derek cups my face with one hand. Thumb against my lips and says, next time it tries to wear your skin, ask yourself why it fits so well. Chapter 11, Static Lies. I never asked for the truth. But it was waiting anyway. The system pings at 3:06 a.m. Not a glitch. Not a loop. An invitation. Archive footage. Uncatalogued. Date. Redacted. There's no room number. No time code. Just my name. Malik Jensen. Status. Final entry. Disposition. Fatal. My hand hesitates on the play button. I don't know why. It's not like anything else I've seen hasn't already broken me. So why this? Why now? I press play. The crash. It's night. Rain on the windshield. Wipers failing. There's a phone ringing in the passenger seat. My voice comes through the speaker clipped, exhausted, pissed. I'm on my way. Stop calling. The camera view is from the dashboard. Front-facing. It shouldn't exist. I never installed a dashcam. But it's there. Watching. Just like always. The rain blurs the road. The lights bend. The lines disappear. The engine revs. Tires hiss. Then lights. Flash. Something hits me sideways. Hard. Glass explodes. Metal screams. The world flips. Then, silence. My face is pressed against the window. Blood leaking from my mouth in slow ribbons. One eye open. The other caved in. Breathing shallow. Then not at all. The death. I watch myself die. No fade to black. No music. No dramatic gasp. Just blood. And stillness. And then the screen flickers once, twice and changes. Now I'm back in my apartment. Back in the Horizon. Footage rolling from 2 weeks ago. The day I arrived. Same clothes. Same bag. Except, I don't knock. I don't hesitate. I walk in like I've done it 1,000 times. Because I have. Memory returns. I fall out of the chair. Hard. The breath leaves my lungs like I've been punched from the inside. My ribs hurt. My throat's raw. My mouth tastes like iron. I crawl to the bathroom. Stare at myself in the mirror. Not to check the bruises. Just to say it out loud. I'm dead. Comes out as a whisper. Like it doesn't want to exist. I'm dead. Derek appears. I don't hear him enter. I just feel him. Like a door closing behind my spine. Derek crouches beside me. Doesn't say a word. Just watches me break. I slam my fists into the tile. Why didn't you tell me? You watched me. You let me think I was still alive. Still silent. I grab his shirt. Fist curled in the fabric like a drowning man. I'm a glitch. A loop. A fucking echo. No, you're a recurrence. He says calm. I stare at him. A what? A pattern. Not a ghost. Not a soul. Just unfinished noise. He lifts his hand. Brushes the hair from my eyes like I'm delicate. Like I'm still worth fixing. You've been dying for a long time, Jensen. This is just where you landed. I collapse into him. I don't mean to. I don't want to. But his arms wrap around me like he's done this before. Too many times. Like it's all just part of the process. I cry. Ugly. Silent. Gut level. And he just holds me. His mouth by my ear. Breath cold and steady. Now that you remember, you'll start to rot faster. I pull away. What? He doesn't blink. Clarity always kills the loop. You've seen the edges now. The system will start removing you. My voice is hoarse. What do I do? Stay with me. Will that fix it? No. Then why? His hand cups my jaw. Soft. Absolute. Because hell is being forgotten. I let him kiss me. It's not sweet. It's not tender. It's a ceiling. And when he pulls back, I swear I hear my heartbeat stop for half a second. I don't sleep. I just sit on the floor. Next to him. Dead. Remembering. Chapter 12, the 5th floor calls. I woke up already standing. That's when I knew tonight would be different. The monitor was on, humming like a heartbeat. All 4 camera feeds focused on the same hallway now, the one I've never stepped foot in, but dream about like I was born there. The 5th floor. This time I didn't look away, because this time I saw him. Me. Walking toward the end of the hall. Not crawling. Not broken. Just calm. Purposeful. He stops in front of the camera, raises a hand, and points upward, right at me, then mouths a single word. Now. I feel it in my teeth. The pull. The building shifts. The lights flicker once, but not like before. This time they stay off. Then one by one, they click on in sequence outside my apartment door, down the hallway, leading up. Every bulb a signal. Every step waiting. I open the door. There's a stairwell now. There wasn't before. I don't ask questions anymore. I follow. Each floor I pass looks less like a place where people live and more like a staging area. Wires in the walls. Doors without doorknobs. Windows to black voids. Cameras that track me with subtle, liquid clicks. The air smells like old batteries. And burned hair. Then I stop. Because it's there. The door. No number. No handle. Just the symbol again. That cracked circle. Same one from my dreams. My hand lifts. Not on its own. But not with resistance either. Then the voice. Jensen. Derek. I don't turn around. You can't stop me, I say. No. But I can tell you what's behind the door. I laugh. Bitter. Scared. Nothing you say will make me stay. It's not what I say. I finally look back. He's standing just feet away. His face unreadable. But his eyes are glassing over, glowing faintly. And his voice is quieter now. Sharper. It's what I don't. He steps forward. I back into the door. He raises a hand like always. Like he's going to touch me. But this time I grab his wrist. Hard. I'm going in. If you do, you'll remember everything. I already have. No, you've remembered what the loop let you see. What's beyond this? That's not a memory. That's a fracture. He says. He leans in. Whispers against my mouth. And you're already breaking. I want to kiss him again. Not out of affection. Out of defiance. So I do. Hard. Bruising. And he takes it. Breathes it in like smoke. When I pull away, he's the one trembling. Good. Let me go, I say. You were never mine to let go. He steps back. Just once. Just far enough. And I open the door. Inside. It's black. But it's not dark. The walls breathe. The hallway is wider than it should be. I walk. Past rooms with no doors. Past versions of myself frozen behind glass. One is screaming. One is dead. One is watching me. Then I reach the end. A final door. Cracked open. Inside. Monitors. Cables. A chair. Already warm. Already logged in. Name. Jensen Malik. And a line blinking. Waiting for input. Do you remember now? I think the answer is yes. But I'm afraid to say it. Chapter 13, The Death We Forgot. The hallway ends in silence. But the silence isn't empty. It's waiting. I follow the path the screens led me down. Past the chairs. Past the versions of me still twitching behind glass. Until I reach the door with no light. I open it. The room is cold. The air hits my lungs like freezer burn. There are no cameras here. No monitors. Just a slab of metal. A table. And on it, it's me. Not like the others. Not a copy. Not a glitch. Not a loop. Me. The real one. What's left of him. What's left of me. Face sunken in. Skin pale blue. Lips parted like he died mid-word. Hands curled in. Ribcage caved on the left side. Like something hit him. No. Like something crushed him from the inside out. I fall to my knees. I throw up bile and air and nothing. I crawl toward him. Toward me. I touch his hand. My hand. Cold. Unbelievably cold. I whisper, I'm sorry. But I don't know which one of us I'm apologizing to. Derek appears. He doesn't walk in. He's just there. As if he's always been in this room. Maybe he has. His expression doesn't change. No pity. No sadness. Just awareness. Like he knew I'd end up here. Like he's been waiting. Now you know, he says. Know what? That I've been dead this whole time? That I'm just some echo? No, that you were never finished. He says. He walks slowly around the table. Circling me. Circling my corpse. Your body stopped. Your mind didn't. You didn't fade. You fractured. Why didn't you tell me? He stops behind me. His hands rest on my shoulders. Not heavy, but locking. Because part of you already knew. You just wouldn't let yourself look. I stare at the corpse. At myself. And something clicks. I remember the crash. Yes. I choked. On blood. Couldn't breathe. And then, I pause. The memory bends. Twists. Because after that there's not nothing. There's this. I look up at Derek. And I ask the only question that matters. What are you? He leans down. His lips at my ear. His voice is calm. Familiar. Too familiar. I'm what was left when you tried to live past your end. I freeze. What does that mean? I'm the part of you that refused to die. He steps in front of me, looks down at my body, then at me. You called me. Every loop, every time. You called me because you didn't want to go. And I stayed. Because I didn't want to go either. I want to scream. I want to tear him apart. I want to kiss him until one of us disappears. You're not real, I whisper. Neither are you. I feel the fracture open. Inside my chest. He pulls me into his arms, and I break. Not like glass. Like film stock burning. I sob into him and scream into him, and I feel something inside me rip. The ghosts circle. But they don't attack. They watch. Waiting. If this is hell, I'm glad it's with you. I whisper. He leans in. Mouth close. Smiling. Tired. Hell would be without me. The walls collapse. The hallway falls away. We're in the dark now. Not absence. Womb dark. The kind of dark things are born in. Or trapped in forever. Derek's hand slides into mine. I look down. There's a fresh scar on my wrist. From the time I bled out in loop 44. There's a ring on his finger. Silver. Smooth. Familiar. I don't remember giving it to him. But I know it's mine. Final log. No timestamp. This is not the beginning. This is not the end. I am watching now. And being watched. I don't need to leave. I don't want to. This loop is warm. Derek is still here. And that means I haven't disappeared. I've just stopped trying to escape. I'm ready to stay. The lights flicker. The feed resets. And somewhere deep in the building, the cameras turn back on.